What's up, guys? Welcome to At Fitness with Coach A. This is Coach A, and this is a YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at-home or garage gym needs. Now, today is day number 241 of our fitness programming series, and we're looking at something that is way more conditioning oriented today than what we're used to. We're going to get outside, especially here in northeastern Ohio, where we probably have our last 70-degree weather out of nowhere for the year left. So, without further ado, let's look at the workout. All right, your first component today is going to be the workout itself, the big bad piece, and we are going to start that piece with 100 double unders. Upon completion of the 100 double unders, you guys are going to complete a run. The distance of that run is up to you, 1,600, 3,200, or 4,800 meters, which comes out to 1, 2, and 3 miles essentially there. All right, so a long cardio piece, a couple different thoughts here. The first one is be smart on the double unders. There isn't a specified rest going into the run, so make sure your calves, legs aren't just completely blowing up coming off that jump rope going into the run itself. There's no way to get around the fatigue and get past that, but there is a smart way of doing it and there is an overly aggressive way of doing it. That is up to you guys. Second piece today is going to be the accessory work. We're going to hit 3 rounds of 10 Pallof Press from the right, 10 Pallof Press from the left, and 20 total dumbbell plank pull-throughs, which is going to be 10 from the right and 10 from the left as well. Stick around if you guys are looking for the movement demonstrations for some of these things and possible modifications. All right, guys, Wednesday workout time. We're going all cardio all day today. So our 4-time piece, not just each 4-time, but total 4-time, is going to start with those 100 double unders. Feel free to adjust the number if you guys want to adjust the number. Ideally here, it's just going to create some fatigue in the calves, the legs, maybe a little bit of the hips and the ankles for when we take off on that run. I would say if you can do 100 double unders in probably under 2 or 3 minutes and maybe give it a try. If not, then we need to cut that number down a little bit. Now, the second piece is going to be a run, 1, 2, or 3 miles. That's what the 1,600, 3,200, and 4,800 stand for. Give it a go. And as we talked about, part 2 is going to be core work. Notice how the band is directly off my center here. I'm going to set that tension in the hands. Inside hand is going to be the grip hand with the band at my chest. And I'm going to rotate 90 degrees so it's pulling dead onto my side. Step out from there. Put a little bend in the knees so that the core is being strained a little bit more. And then the Pallof Press, guys, is an anti-rotational movement. So I'm controlling the out and in where that band is trying to rip me back to my left in this position since I'm facing this direction, and I'm trying to control as straight of a press out and back in as possible, fighting against the rotation. Now, the plank pull-throughs are something we've done before. If you guys haven't seen them yet, we're going to put yourselves in a high plank. I like to bend my knees about 90 degrees because that puts a little bit more workload on the core, and from here we're using the arm to reach across and bring the weight to the outside of that shoulder. So that's where the term pull through comes from. Stay tuned for movement modifications. Alright guys, let's talk modifications for today's stuff. So, on the double unders, jumping jacks are going to be my suggestion for how you guys are going to modify that for a couple reasons. One, it's going to keep the heart rate up and get it up really quick. It's going to force your calves to do a lot of work, thus creating a little bit of fatigue, and it's going to make those shoulders work a little bit. So it's almost like a full body aerobic piece, so to speak, before you're getting into the actual real aerobic piece with the run. Now, if you guys aren't going to be running today, let's hit this chart up here where I have our translations on cardio movements. So the 1,600 meter run, I'm going to use that as base, we'll just multiply that out for the different adaptations, is going to be a 2,000 meter row for the guys and a 1,600 meter row for the ladies. So for the guys, if you want to go multiple miles, 1, 2, or 3, it's 2,000, 4,000, or 6,000. Now remember, that's not equal to a mile. That's just equal to the workload of running a mile. Ladies, you're gonna be doing the exact same meters as the meters on the run. If we're turning this into an airdyne workout, or something that's gonna be caloring bike-wise based on calories. Gentlemen, 160 equals 1600, so divided by 10, all right, which means once you get to 4,800, 480 will be your calories. Ladies, we are at 112, thus giving us 224 and 336 for the 2 and 3 mile piece. And if we're looking at a C2 bike, guys, we're gonna double the 1600 meters in terms of the run to 3,200 meters on the Concept 2 bike, which means we will then double that and add another 3,200 for the 2 and 3 mile piece. Now, second piece for the core work today. If you guys don't have the band specifically, because I think anything else we can pretty much come up with an adaptation for the pull throughs, you guys can find weights, something along those lines. Here's how I'm gonna have you modify this. We're gonna start ourselves, instead of the Pallof Press, in a plank position, and we are gonna control, whether it's same side or opposite side, a large set of shoulder taps. Think anywhere from the 30 to 50 range. Now, instead of getting that pull through, getting that rotational movement, getting the shoulder work that you're also gonna see on the Pallof Press, you guys are gonna put yourself into a side plank on the forearms. If we have, now this is gonna be too heavy, but just for demonstration purposes, if we have a dumbbell, a very light dumbbell, like in the 5 to 10 range, you're gonna take that, curl it underneath the chest, and extend it up overhead. So think about flipping me over 90 degrees here, holding my side plank, I reach under, and I bring it up and I create an extension. If you're watching from the back, I'm holding my side plank here, I reach under, I come up with extension, pull from back, okay? So combine those two movements, probably like 30 to 50, and then 10, 10 for the 2 or 3 rounds instead of the Pallof Press and the dumbbell.